Welcome to your Aligned as Fuck Life podcast, hosted by your girl, Shalvika. I am a life transformation coach, a wife, a cat mom, pure generator, Enneagram 3, Pisces sign, and helping you build an aligned as fuck life is my jam. Out in this world, we believe that there are no set rules for building a life, career, and business. That we are all unique and we should be able to embrace our uniqueness in everything we do while shedding all the rules or bullshit rules one at a time. We will talk all things mindset, manifestation, healing, energetics, rituals, success, and so much more. I believe that I can have it all and you can too. Ready for an episode that will take you one step closer to your aligned as fuck life? Let's get started. Hello and welcome to episode 13 of your Aligned as Fuck Live podcast with Shalvika. This episode is titled 3 Steps to Reframe Your Thoughts. And originally this was actually an Instagram live that I did a few months ago for my audience, but it is so fucking bomb-ass, if I may say so. So you may hear me like greeting people, saying hi and things like that, but trust me, these 3 steps are the literal bomb. Alright, without further ado, let's launch into it. Talking about 3 steps to reframe your thoughts. This is actually a super simple yet like amazingly effective method to actually reframe any negative thoughts that you may have, to actually turn your mind away from being constantly critical of yourself to actually having thoughts that may in some way be productive and some way lead to a different result than going down the spiral of the negative thought process, right? So it's 3 steps. It's called choose again, right? So the whole idea, the whole premise on which this 3-step methodology is based is that you can choose your thoughts. Your thoughts don't just happen to you. You have the control to actually choose what thoughts come to you. You have control to actually let go of what thoughts you want to let go of, right? And that's how it is. And that's why tools like meditation, mindfulness are important, because they kind of enable you to understand, to kind of develop that consciousness, right? To create that consciousness of thoughts and observing your thoughts, being non-judgmental towards your thoughts. So anyway, like that's a whole different line of thought, and I will cover that in one of these weeks, I think. But let's get back to this choose again method. So now let's say that you are someone who are in that space where you're going down a negative thought spiral. So let's take an example. You feel like an imposter. You feel like, why would people want to listen to me when I share whatever it is that I have to share? Be it in your business, be it in your job, be it like anywhere. Like why would people want to actually listen to me? Now this is the thought that we want to reframe. First step, right? The first and the most important step is to actually, hi Ria, is to actually acknowledge the thought. A lot of times what ends up happening is like we'll continue this example of imposter syndrome, right? But what ends up happening is it shows up as an emotion, it shows up as fear, it shows up as anxiety, it shows up as butterflies in your stomach, right? So we need to actually like trace back to what thought is it that actually triggered that, right? The thought here is that I'm not good enough, or am I Do I really have enough authority to be a part of this meeting, or to be, I don't know, coaching someone, or to be selling my services, whatever it is that you're doing, right? So it's very important to pinpoint to that thought. And what I would actually encourage is take your journal and write down the thought. So any negative thought that gives rise to fear, anxiety, any of these things, just write down that thought. This is step one, right? Like pinpoint and write down the thoughts, spell it out. Step two is, the whole idea is thoughts come and thoughts go. They don't mean that you are a certain kind of person. They don't define the kind of person that you are. They don't make you the person that you are. It doesn't mean anything about you, the kind of thoughts that you have. And it's very important to create that separation between your thoughts and yourself. Now, how you do that, right, is by actually tracing back, what is this thought really telling me, right? So if I feel I am not good enough, right, and I am down the negative thought spiral, negative emotional cycle because of this, it means that it is showing me that I don't want to feel not good enough, right? Which means that I want to feel worthy. So the second step, what you're going to do is you're going to actually trace back, what is this thought really telling you, right? And then write down, thank you for showing me what I do not want, so that I can actually take the steps to figure out what I do want, so that I can clarify what I do want in my life, right? So again, this thought that I'm not good enough, right? Thank you for showing me that I feel like an imposter, because now I can choose, I can actually clarify, what is it that I want to feel? If not an imposter, what is it do I want to feel like, right? It's an opportunity for me to actually explore what is it that I really want to feel. Every negative thought, every negative emotion, is an opportunity for you to take one step towards your higher self, to take one step towards your next, destination, right? Or, it's a window into what really needs your attention and what really needs healing, right? So now, this is second step. Now the third step is that you don't actually do the opposite. Like, you don't go ahead and tell yourself, oh my god, I'm so worthy, because that doesn't work. That actually makes you feel like an imposter even more. If you just like directly, flip around the thought and say that, no, I'm not that, but I'm this, right? So instead of that, what we are going to do is we are going to find what is the next best feeling thought. Let me repeat that. Step 3 is to find out what is my next best feeling thought. Now, the point to remember here is that thought does not necessarily have to be completely positive, and that's okay. What we are really looking for is an improvement on the negative thought that we have, right? Like, I have to present in that meeting, and who am I to present in that meeting? I feel like a fucking imposter, right? The next best thought may not be that, I am a bloody expert in what I do. It may not be that, right? But it could be that, you know what? I have done this once in the past, so maybe I can do it again. Or, you know what? They actually gave me an opportunity to speak on this forum. That probably means that I am at least decent, right? Or look at what you're really going to present on, or what topic you want to talk about, and think about how you actually know stuff around that particular topic. So the idea is not to, when we say reframe your thoughts, the idea is not to flip the thought
on its head 180 degrees. It's not. It's to reach for the next best feeling thought that you may have. That may not be a completely positive thought, and that's okay. The whole aim is that you want to take it just a notch from the whole negativity to maybe like 20 degrees towards feeling empowered, 20 degrees towards not feeling like an imposter, right? So, in summary, 3 steps to reframe your thoughts. First one is, whenever you're feeling any negative emotion, actually dive and get to the thought that is triggering that emotion. All our emotions come from thoughts. So what is that one thought which is triggering that anxiety, which is triggering the stress, which is triggering the fear? What is that one thought? Write it down. Second, look at that thought, right? And actually try and understand, what is it trying to tell me? And then thank the thought. Thank that part of you. So in this case, if you're feeling like an imposter, thank you for showing me that I do not want to feel like an imposter, so that now I can actually clarify what I want. How do I want to feel? And how I want to feel right now is not like an imposter, or I want to feel like an expert, or I want to, just overcome this feeling of lack of worth, right? And the third step is not to flip the thought on its head, but actually reach out for the next best feeling thought. The whole aim is, it has to be even like a nudge better than the first thought. That's enough. You've made progress, right? And that's how little by little you keep stacking this until you get to a point where you have actually flipped it 180 degrees. Because our brains are habitual creatures. If you suddenly flip a thought completely, your brain's gonna reject that, because your brain's gonna call out your own bullshit, right? Your brain's gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no, you're not that. Like, you're not an expert. You're not a fucking expert. Your brain's not gonna accept within like a few seconds that you went from an imposter all the way to an expert. Again, this is just an example, but any thought that it may be about your worthiness, it may be about why would people pay me, it may be about why would someone want to date me, it may be about any damn thing in the world. The idea is, don't flip your thought on its head. Instead, reach out for the next best feeling thought. That is all that I have for you today. This is my 3 steps to reframe your negative thoughts.
And that was it. But before I let you go, here is an announcement from me. Aligned as Fuck Mastermind, which is my 10-week signature hybrid coaching program. By hybrid, I mean it's a combination of group coaching and one-on-one coaching, is now open for early bird enrollment till 9th of July 2022. This is an invitation for you. Yes, you who feels stuck in life, who feels like there is really not much to look up to, who feels like, I know I'm made for so much more, but I have no idea what that more is, who feels like, yes, I've been doing this business or I've been in this career, but I don't know what's next because this doesn't excite me. If any of these thoughts resonate with you, or if you're someone who you want to start a side hustle, or you want to start your business, this mastermind is exactly for you. In this, we are going to follow the 8 modules, the 8-step methodology that I myself used in my life to let go of my 9-to-5 corporate career and launch my soul-aligned life coaching business. What are you waiting for? This is your invitation to book my time. Let's get on a call and see if this is a good fit for you. All right, I'm gonna let you go now. Thank you so much for tuning in today's episode. If you absolutely loved what you heard today, be sure to share it with me by leaving a review on iTunes so that I can keep the good stuff coming. And if you aren't already following me on social media, come soak up some extra inspiration and send me a hello on Instagram by searching @ShalvikaP. Also tagged in the show notes. I love and adore you so much, and I will talk to you super soon. In the meantime, continue building your most authentic and aligned as fuck life. Ciao!